What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Dude Ranch DIY. My name is Jake. We're up here at my buddy Chris's shop, and behind me I got a new to me hydraulic hammer for the Kubota mini excavator. Let me show you what we're doing. So this is a rammer mini excavator rock hammer, and Chris was actually nice enough to give this thing to me. I did a little bit of work for him, and it's been sitting around his yard for, what'd you say, like 10, 12 years? Maybe even longer?
Yeah, it's been kicking around for at least 10 years.
Yeah, I think it was your father's when he had his company, right?
Yep.
And now all the equipment around here is much too big for this little baby hammer. So Chris didn't have much use for it. So he saw that I could be using it, and I gladly took it. So what we're doing here today is this thing was on a Volvo 3.5 ton mini excavator, same class machine as my Kubota U35, but obviously the mount for it is a lot different. This is a Volvo mount, here, and what we got over here are the Kubota ears, as they call them. So we have to get these puppies eventually welded on. We are kind of determining right now how we're going to go about doing that. We might cut off this old mount. We might start it from scratch. I'm going to leave that part up to Chris, and I'm just going to kind of learn and watch, and we're going to go from there. But I am super excited to have this thing, and I'm hoping that this will be the, key to getting that big rock that's in the way of my road, or me completing the road, broken up and out of the way so that we can move on to other stuff. So I'm super excited to have it. I brought one of my Kubota buckets as a template for the spacing and everything for those Kubota ears. We're gonna get to work. I mean,
what goes in here? It doesn't like hang down right there.
There's like two, I mean, I could show you a picture, but there's like two round nubs that go in there, and then another one that goes up here, and then you put the pin through.
If you got just a ½ inch sitting there, shouldn't be in the way, right?
I don't think so. All right, so we got the old mount cut off, and now we just got to clean this up, basically. We're going to leave this part on because it's not really going to be in the way of anything, and why make more work for ourselves? So we're going to clean this up, and then I think we could take some measurements off the bucket, weld on those new ears, and it should be as simple as that. Hope I didn't just jinx ourselves. So we got the mount all cleaned up, ground down. This thing takes off a lot of material in a hurry. Now Chris is taking final measurements. Now we're gonna make up a little template for the Kubota ears, just make sure we put them in the right spot. But we initially were thinking about just trying to unbolt this whole mount and getting a new piece of plate and making a whole new mount. But as you can see, it's not as simple as that, because by happenstance, where the ears have to be welded onto the plate is the exact same spot that the bolts are. So you can see this mount isn't as simple as just a piece of plate. So we decided to go this route, and I think it's proven to be a lot faster, cheaper, and you know, just not making as much work for ourselves. There you go. All right, we're done. Tic-tac-toe.
I don't know.
Outside?
Yeah, outside. The mark is close, but.
Is there a mark on that side? No.
There's...
If that pin goes in that easy when I'm hooking it up to the excavator, I will shit my britches.
Really?
Because
it never does? Really?
I think my coupler's a little
Oh yeah, we talked
torqued, remember?
About this, yeah.
Yeah. You'll probably have to do like, 4 or 5 scoops with the mini skid steer bucket.
Yeah.
But it beats a shovel.
Fuck yeah, it
And a
does.
wheelbarrow. Yeah, that thing's quick. It's like a little bucking Bronco.
The wheelbarrow thing?
Yeah, it's fast. Especially when it's unloaded, it likes to wheelie. I was gonna send you a picture the other day when I was at that hydraulics shop in Stanford. They had a lathe that was probably 35 foot long.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is fucking huge.
Like they could
Anything.
machine parts.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah. Yeah, they had this Guatemalan down there. I was talking with him.
Sent a bunch of cylinders to New Hampshire.
Oh,
But
really?
they're assholes, yeah.
Oh yeah, call up Mario at One Stop.
One Stop.
Gave me a One Stop Hydraulic. They gave me a T-shirt. I mean, I've been there before for like the log splitter and the excavator quick couplers. For this, I went there.
You have like a lens protector on that thing?
No, it's fucked.
It's fucked?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
You don't care?
I don't have a new one. I keep forgetting to order one, so it is what it is. I mean, yeah, there's a lens protector on it. You unscrew it. I just need it. It's already
sometimes it sparks.
Oh yeah, well that's what it's
shit.
messed up from.
Yeah.
Is when I was welding those jack stands onto my trailer. If you don't mind holding it, it would be better.
Sure.
But you can see, like, see the little dots.
Oh yeah.
And then that's why I kept moving around because the lights. It only shows.
So
up
there's
a
a
certain
screen
light.
on the front too.
Yeah, swipe up on the screen.
Oh. Oh shit.
Terrible.
Damn. You're gonna have to get yourself a better welding machine.
Yeah, this makes it easy. I'll take that.
That looks good, man.
I feel like I can be proud of that for somebody that doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah. I'd pass you.
So
you
like
fucked up there a little.
Yeah, I went up like too high or too fast.
Well, no, like this line's good on this
Side.
workpiece.
Yeah, but the bottom one.
Yeah, so that was gonna be weaker there because like, you know, it's like a 1/8 inch you didn't get
I didn't
on
go
here, you know.
far enough down. So is that like something that you would go pass over again?
Nah, it's fine. It's not gonna break. All right, let's flip this thing.
Deep penetration. All right, we are all welded up here and you know, ready to go. That's pretty much it. So Chris said that I should leave this support on there because as it cools, you know, it obviously will contract and shrink, and we want to make sure that those ears stay nice and flush to, you know, 90 degrees or whatever. So that's gonna wrap up the fabrication part. Hopefully in the second half of this video, which will be in a couple seconds for you guys, we'll be mounting this up to the excavator and trying to break that damn rock that's in the middle of my road. Thank you, Chris.
Cheers, guys. Till next time.
Till next time. All right, it's looking like we might have had to cut this back part off here. I'm not too sure. I'll try it again. I'm not quite seated all the way down, but it's looking like the thumb is gonna be in the way, you know, of it going all the way down. All right, let's try this. Yeah, so it looks like we do have to cut this back piece off. We definitely don't need it for, you know, our needs here or our uses. This is never going on a Volvo again. It's just going on the U35. So Chris is actually coming on his way right now to pick up the Baumolite mini skid steer and mini dumper. You see I got them all loaded up in the dump trailer for him. He's doing some repairs to his septic and asked me if he could borrow just the mini dumper, and I was like, well, yeah, but what are you gonna load it with, a shovel? Like, why don't you take both of them? 2 for the price of 1. So he helps me out, I help him out. All right, so I thought of something. Laying down isn't really the appropriate way to be hooking this thing up. Anyway, so I just shoved it in the ground, and now I think we'll have the clearance to be able to hook it up. Go figure. Laying down, but then I was like, oh, I should stand
I was gonna suggest that.
Yeah.
All right, now curl into it. You got it.
Yeah, man.
You got it. Be careful when you had it like tweak. The ear started to bend up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, it's in. You know, this is Chinese Amazon Kubota ears, but it's on. That's all that matters. All right, guys, we got this puppy hooked up. She works, and I had to test it, so I just blasted this little rock apart in like 2 seconds. So now we're gonna head up here and tackle the main culprit, which is this big guy. Now, I don't really have to get this whole thing out of the way. I really just wanna actually, I would like to leave this whole side of the rock, but I really just wanna get like this right side out because it makes this bottleneck here, and like, yeah, I can fit trucks and stuff through, but I would much rather have an extra like 2 or 3 feet. So if we can break this puppy up, I will be a very happy camper. Got my buddy Jake here.
Let's break some shit.
We're gonna get hammered. He's gonna be the film guy. Let's go. Oh yeah. All right, here we go. Definitely working. There we go, there's a big chunk.
Just chubby, you come serpent.
All right, guys, that works. I mean, it's not gone yet, but we are definitely making big rocks into little rocks, which is the name of the game. I'm very excited to get this rock out of the way. I think this will certainly do the trick, albeit it's going to take some time. You know, this is a pretty small rock hammer in the grand scheme of things. But honestly, what I am more excited about with this thing is being able to hammer and chisel away at all the rocks that stick up in my lawn. Because I am constantly going around them with the lawnmower and hitting my blades and stuff like that. So I will probably make an entire video going around and just hammering away at my lawn and making that easier to mow. But I mean, we have already chipped away a considerable amount here. And you can see, you know, this is, it's working. We did that in, I don't know, what was that, 10 minutes? 10 minutes. So I did grease it up earlier, but I definitely need to like go through this whole thing and make sure that everything is good on it. You can see, yeah, I don't know. I think that smells like grease. I don't know if it's just hot or if that's maybe hydraulic fluid. I'm not entirely sure. It actually kind of smells like hydraulic fluid. So we'll have to go through this thing, make sure it's like fully serviced and operational, but it clearly does work. So I don't want to work it too hard and then, you know, risk breaking something, because I've heard these are extremely expensive to fix. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty excited to have this. Great attachment to add to the arsenal here, and it fits on the Excavator really, really well.